was in the early 70s, and we were both fresh out of Montessori school here at Xavier. And a group of us got together that were friends, and one of Montessori's big ideas was that if you want to change the world, you start with children. So we started the Children's Meeting House. But when I saw him go to law school and what he did with himself when he got in another position to help people, to give of himself, to do things like that, it really impressed me in a way that, in a new way.
Some of the things that I see in the work that he does as a lawyer and a mediator, I am sure came in part because of either the way he's wired or because of his experiences with a first career in education. Lawyers and litigators like Steve is, and I am, often are trying to win a scenario. They're trying to beat the other side. And Steve's perspective as a mediator has been to try to help both sides feel like they've won and win, and get to us a resolution which fits everyone's needs.
Steve and I had an opportunity to connect during an advocacy event in Columbus. I shared with him the new law that was instituted in Ohio that had some really positive changes for the children and families in Ohio, but also, like with any change, there were some exceptions. And people, good people who had been in the field for a really long time, were being excluded from employment. What Steve learned through this process is that there was no appeal process, no way for people to know or understand what to do next when they got this letter that says, "I'm sorry, you just can't work anymore." And so now there is a process in place because of all of his hard work.
Some lawyers do nonprofit work, I think because they think it's expected of them, and Steve does it because he wants to. And because of that, some of his colleagues and professional colleagues don't really know what he does in the nonprofit world because he's not flouting it or pointing it out or patting himself in the back for that. That's not who he is or what he's about.
He has inspired me to continue to reach out and reach forward and recognize that it's not about the pat on the back, it's not about an award, it's really about our youngest children, our vulnerable communities, the person standing next to us who just needs a little bit of extra TLC, and he provides that. In every experience I had with him, he has provided that.
So I see a person that has been interested and committed to children his entire life, still is, and now is trying to find a new direction to see how he can help more.